Okay, students, this is Miss Shapiro, and what I'm going to show you how to do today is I'm going to show you guys how to kind of get started with this project. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come here to Google Classroom, and I'm going to look down, scroll down here, and what I'm going to see is I posted a couple of things for you guys right here. First thing I posted was I posted a project overview, digital copy. I already gave you a paper copy, but there's a digital copy of it. And then I posted my sample video as well, right? Okay. The other thing that I posted, and this is on a post up here, is this thing called the Immigration Movie Storyboard. So what I want to do right here is I want to click on it because it's how see how it says each student will get a copy. So when you click on it, this thing will open up, and it's going to give you guys a storyboard template. And what template basically means is that it's something that you can kind of start to fill in. So it's going to make a copy specifically for you. And what you're going to do is you're going to come in here, you're going to change the name. So instead of storyboard template, you're going to put your name right here. Okay. And what you're basically going to do is you're going to kind of fill this in. So I can kind of click on the stuff and I can erase it. And I want to write narrations. And I want to write narrations in like full sentences. So I have these questions here as prompts, but I don't want you to just click here and just answer the questions. I want you to actually turn this into a narration, something that you could actually read in your movie, right? So you can do this in the first person. Right? First person. Or you can narrate in the third person, right? If that's going to be the case, I would probably want like a picture of the person I was interviewing, right? So this is my mom. She immigrated from China in 1953. Okay? So that's what's called the third person. One thing you want to make sure that you do is if you're going to start in the first person, you want to stay in the first person for the entire film. If you start in the third person, you want to stay in third person throughout the entire film. So that's kind of what you want to do there. The other thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to find images. So to do that, I'm going to open up a new thing right here. And you want images that are going to kind of go along with what the person is talking about. So let's just say that they're talking about the fact that they immigrated from China, right? I'm going to come here, type in China, and I'm going to go to images, and I'm going to actually say I would like a, I want kind of a map type image here. So I'm going to click right here, right? And what I can then do, what I want to make sure that I do is I actually want to save this image into my Google Drive, okay? So I'm going to go back here and I'm going to go into my drive, okay? And I'm going to create a new folder. And this folder is going to be called Immigration Project. Okay? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that picture and I'm going to save it right here into that folder that I just created called Immigration Project, right? And I'm going to save it in there. Okay? So that there it is. Sorry. Ooh, I didn't get it. I'll do it again. Boom. Boom. I can drop it there. Maybe what I gotta do is this. Drag, drop. You'll kind of have to go through the process of like saving it, right? I go right here. I can drag it in there. Okay? So basically, the reason that I want to go through this step of saving all these pictures into my Google Drive is that if I just copy and paste it and I slap it into my storyboard, right, and I just copy and paste it right here, I'm not going to be able to use that photo later on because you actually have to have the image saved to your drive, okay? But from right here, what I can do is I can put the image in by simply going like this and grabbing it and dropping it in there, and I think you guys know how to do this, right? The other thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to share this thing with your partner, right? So the way that you do that is I click right here and I click on share. And then right down here, I'm going to click on people that could edit this. So let's say that I want to share this with Ms. Clark, right? I click on there. I give her editing rights. And you're going to want to do this with your partner. Does that make sense? So that maybe you guys can work on different slides at the same time, okay? So that's pretty much how you guys are going to get started with your storyboards. And when you're done with your storyboard, what you're going to do is you're going to turn your storyboard into me, so I can actually look at your narrations and look at your pictures and make sure that it's right. So what you're going to do is there'll be the little button here that says turn in. This is due on Monday, and you will post a link to your storyboard. And what I'd like you guys to do too is when you share it, I'd like you guys to give me editing rights. The way that you do that is you come in here and you do the same thing that I did for Miss Clark right here, where you'll type my name, right? And you'll allow me to edit it. Because what I'll do is I'll write some feedback on there for you, and tell you guys some stuff that you could potentially change and stuff like that. All right. So basically, this kind of lays out the way that your movie can go. The first one's going to be like an introduction, and then it's going to be about like what was life like for them back where they lived. And then it's going to be about like what pushed them out, right? And then it's going to be about like why did this person come to the United States? What were the pull factors, right? And then it's going to take you through about like what was their journey like to get here, right? And so on and so forth. So I think that the questions that I gave you guys kind of match up with the order that these slides go in, and it kind of matches up with the arc of how you kind of want to tell this person's story. Okay, so that's pretty much it in terms of downloading the storyboard, turning it in, and creating this. Remember, this is due Monday, and we're going to start turning this storyboard into a movie on Monday as well. Okay.